He says, believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me. Otherwise, believe me because of the works themselves. In other words, if you don't believe that I'm in the Father and he's in me, at least believe that these works can only be from that. Maybe you don't believe this whole words I'm explaining and it's too complicated. Well, just believe the works. They can't. Look, there are those out there, this has happened in the past. I don't know how anybody could feel this way now. I understand that I have a certain physical, human, fleshly talent to speak. And I can be entertaining. But if you think for a second that what you hear in a message is all on my power, then you're missing it. Okay? I mean, I walked up here today just planning to start in verse 8. Everything else was whatever he wanted me to say. Don't have any notes, didn't plan this out. I just was hoping that I would get through John 14 today to whatever degree. Read and be available and speak. Now, you, like Yeshua was talking to them, you need to hear and say, look, are these the Father's works or are they me? That's what Yeshua is basically saying to them. Am I doing things that you think I'm just capable of doing? Or is it bigger than that? Do you see the connection? Because I had a guy one time said I wasn't qualified to lead the congregation, this is many years ago, because I didn't speak in tongues, so therefore I didn't have the Spirit, which is not true, and so I wasn't qualified to lead. And I asked him the question, I said, so you think all these teachings that you've heard up to this point, they're all on my talent? Now clearly there's a talent involved because otherwise I'd be up here stuttering and not being able to tripping over my words. So there's an ability to speak. But the message itself is his message. Either you see that or you don't, that's up to you. Okay? I'm asking you the same thing. If you're following and listening to me, you shouldn't be following and listening to me. You hear his words coming out of my mouth. Okay? And by the way, he never said that the person whose words, are the vessel for the words to come out of is going to be perfect in some way. Or that you'll like him. Or that he'll behave in the way that you think he should. Or he'll be the best everything else other than just teacher. This part right here, standing in front of you speaking, is my primary role. I will be very imperfect in all the other roles. Absolutely. If you work with me, work for me, I'm not the world's best boss. If I was your coworker, you wouldn't think I was the best coworker. But all of us fall into that stuff, right? We're flawed human beings. If I was your brother, you wouldn't think I was the best brother. Okay? As a parent, as a son, we're all human. We're not the best of anything. But in your role, if you are called and anointed to do your role, you should be, that's the thing. They should not, and again, it's not that you're great at it, but you're allowing him to be great through it. Amen? Okay? Because that's where we get into this whole thing. And he's saying here, look, don't believe me just because of this stuff. He said, believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me. Otherwise, look, if you don't believe that, believe the works, because you have to believe that what you're seeing me do can't just be me.